And then she came out and said she lied about her age. Or incompetent. That her ops had to do this for her. See, I don't know. This is it filtered to tell me to for what I want to hear. Yeah, exactly. That's why right now, like, I'm not gonna sit on this regardless of what fight with Gray or Uni or whatever. I'm not gonna fucking sit on this.
Yeah, not strike as in kill them.
Hang on. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Ideas for body tracking and nice things.
I lost it back then. Jesus Christ. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? I've got Bailey's with me. That's about all I have in the house. So, is it cliche to say, never wanted to make this stream, but I kind of made a promise. I promised if you go back to those early Yeromi streams, going over Yeromi's video on Rockstar, that had like little to no evidence except testimony and some like clips and stuff of him. But like Zexio said it best, him being a sex pest, you know, and that was years ago. But I said, if anything worse comes out, if anything worse comes out about your Rockstar, I'm burn you at the stake, just like everybody else. Nobody gets special treatment. So that's what this is. So how basically this kind of arc behind the scenes started is Zexio was in the server and kind of went after someone in the server for posting thigh pictures or posting like their socks on YouTube, which was Emo Fleetway. And then, but unbeknownst to me, Zexio and Rockstar had DMs for a long time. I did not know that they were in communication. So when Rockstar said, I DM'd Zexio to tell him to calm down. But all Zexio was doing was like posting like edgy gifs and stuff like that, like just kind of spurging out a bit. All right, and rightfully going after and questioning. Akina just went live. Interesting. But rightfully going after or raising questions about the picture Emo Fleetway put on their channel. But Emo Fleetway had just turned 18 in February, and they had owned their channel for years before that, and they realized that was a bad look, especially with memes and stuff on the channel. But this isn't about Emo Fleetway. But that caused Zexio to like press Rockstar and state that he had more stuff on him. Rockstar started freaking out, and so let's go back to the original allegations. Okay, so I don't know if people remember the original Rockstar allegations. The original Rockstar allegations, or at least the testimony, was that Rockstar was dating a 17-year-old who was going to be 18 in VR chat, but she said she was 18, and he dated her for months, and then she came out and said she lied about her age, and then he says he broke up with her like shortly thereafter, and he was kind of broken and kind of befuddled about that. And then the Sileskios video kind of used that, and also there was someone that Rockstar says they pranked dated him, that they were 16 and lied about their age, and were prank dating him for 2 weeks. And that was kind of a gay op from Sileskios, because Sileskios in the video himself showed DMs with the person who was prank dating, quote unquote prank dating, Rockstar. And they were like, oh, I hate this guy, but I want to keep doing it to get stuff on him, was basically like the DMs. I forget what it was. It's been a while since I seen it. And not only that, this was years ago, was the 17 when he was 22. Oh, I guess I forgot to mention that, is that 17 going on 18, but lied about their age, said they were 18. Rockstar was 22 at the time. And he said that was a mistake. He said that should never happen, that it was a bad look, or that it was bad. He didn't want to do it. And that's what everyone was going after him for. Yeah, it was like for the Sileskios, for the second one, and we'll hear about that in the call. It was basically like a catfish situation to kind of make it look worse. But those are the allegations. Yeah, hold back any your fucks until you see this. Okay, just hold it back. Okay, reserve your judgments until the end, or until you know, we get to the hard part. During both of these relationships, supposedly nothing sexual happened. There was no pics exchanged. There was no sexual DMs. There was, as Rockstar said, cuddling. And this was all over VR chat. Originally, when Rockstar came on stream the first time and mentioned he had his own allegations, my thought process was, oh, fuck, who the fuck did I just put on stream? Or who the fuck did I just give a platform? And then I watched the Yeromi videos and got extremely, extremely mad, because the Yeromi videos are so maliciously framed that they actually worked against her. I think anyone in commentary, anyone that would watch these videos would be like, this is a chop job. This is, you don't like this guy and you're trying to use whatever you can to throw at the wall, to stick, to get them. Little did they know that Yeromi and Gray going after were right, that they were right. But they did not have the evidence. They did not have anything tangible, basically. But Sexio did. So I'm going to go over this in the exact order that I experienced it in, okay? So Sexio then sends me these DMs that he had with Rockstar. And remember, in the dates that Sexio is British, so the dates are flipped. So as first of the year, 31st, or the first month, January 31st, Rockstar says, I paid you. YouTube, Yeromi Saga, Sileskios. We don't know what that means yet. Where's number 2? Did I not open number 2? Oh, fuck. Hang on. God damn it, I fucked up already. Did I have number 2? Downloads. Court is in session. Yeah. Court of public opinion. More like the... maybe I don't have to. Oh, that's right. I switched computers. Could you let me know when you do the copyright thing, please? Okay. Again, don't really know what that is about. Here, Rockstar is informing Sexio about the age gap and what happened. I was firstly 22 years old, and she was 17. Okay, but she lied about her age, supposedly. This is him linking Spiral's video, kind of tying himself to Spiral, which is kind of a fuck thing to do. Saying, hey, are you going to copyright strike those 2 channels? Because this that he's linking is not Sileskios and Yeromi. Those are the people he has the beef with. Hey, you're still working on those copyright strikes, those 2 channels. Yeah, man. I could pay the rest today. Do you think you could get it done tonight? Sure, keep in mind YouTube are the ones that got to review the videos, so how long it takes is on them. 3 days, right? I tried it before, it's 1 or 3 days. So Rockstar lost his original channel because he tried to false strike the same way Noah did Yeromi's channel for using his fursuit. Shadowfake Hunter's gone. Oh, interesting. So they're 60-year-old, lied about their age. You knew that the first age was 17. Oh, okay. Okay. So 17, 16. Or I mean, they lied that they were 17, but they were 16, which 17 is the legal age of consent in where he's located, but it's not federally. It's not federally. Federally, it's 18. So here we go into the leading stuff. How much you want me to pay? And you have the tools to work it right. My tools just fake spam copyright reports until one finally gets approved, but the risk of them finding my channel and taking it down the fraud strikes is very possible, which is why I ask for money. Flavor and Yeromi are stupid. You know, that's how YouTube works. So how much do I need to pay you? All right, so you're both waiting on paychecks, blah, blah, next month, the tools, take the channel, or does it work like that after? Also, if you had, could you get the money back if the copyright strikes didn't work? Does that work for you, dude? Are you able to use those tools next month? Are you able to use the tools of the copyright? I ask, don't know. Do you know the tools yet? You know, whenever, let me know, but take your time. If you have any more questions, you want to call me. This is again the first of the year. I need your help. I found Sileskios' face and IRL name. This was in May, or this was in April, after I knew him. How do I strike a channel? Still trying to do it. So these are false copyright strikes. Hang on, I got to go look. I think number 2 was really important. I think number 2 was like hyper important. Hang on. I think that's the one that's sold the thing. Because basically, what Sexio was telling him. Where the fuck is it? Fuck, I forget which group chat it's in. Don't know why in the second message he lied. Yeah, he lied in the second message saying they were 17 to Zexio. And we'll hear what really happened when we talk to him. So these were handed to me, and then I confront him with this information. I call him. And I call him under like the pretense of, you know, hey, we go and talk about something. Here's another one. Hey, Sileskios' real name is Elijah. Okay. So he's sending information to oh, I can't find it. But it's basically, when you get a VTuber a little bit ago. So when Sileskios or when Zexio is saying, basically, I have tools to abuse the system, and it could be fraud, and it could come after me. That's why I ask for money. The screenshot, he's basically saying the illegal form. Where is it? Risk of finding my channel and taking it down for the strikes, which is possible, which is why I ask for money. So there's a difference between, and I'll explain this in the call, that there's a difference between what the internet thinks of as doxing and what actually is illegal doxing or illegal, like, tampering with internet. And the illegal form is if you obtain information via illegal means or abuse the system via illegal means, which is what Zexio is saying he's doing, but he isn't. He isn't doing that. He's just saying he's doing that. And Rockstar saying, okay, and paying him money. So that's an exchange of money to get information, to take down stuff, to abuse the system, which is a felony, which could be really bad, which is illegal. Okay. So this is the information I was handed. And then I go to confront him. Going to move to the side. I'm going to. It might be poor taste, but I'm gonna like play the game while I listen to this, while I'm commenting on it. All right, this is the false call. There's one edit in it. I beep out a name because it's a name of someone that I want to talk to, and I haven't talked to yet. I meant to talk to them before, but the longer I sat on this information, the worse. Okay, I couldn't just like shove this under the rug. So, and I could made a promise. Uh-oh. Okay. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, works. All right. Let's turn off the other PC. All right, buckle up, guys. It's because it starts hard. I think it's Bluetooth
Just let me know when
interfering
you're-
with it.
when you're ready.
I'm ready. I can hear you clear now. Go ahead.
So I think it was 2 years ago. It was like after my ex lied about her age to me.
That was the 17-year-old, right? The 17, we are 22.
No, she was 16.
16,
So
we are 22.
after she lied about her age to me.
This isn't the one playing you, right? This isn't the one that was like specifically lying about their age to get you and got you. Okay, this is before that.
And then I got dated as a prank.
That's yeah, paid sexio for illegal means. Paid sexio for and money was exchanged. Money was exchanged. Yeah, and hello Rockstar. The one. That's the one. That one was used as okay, gotcha. Oh shit, the stupid vines.
I started telling myself that nobody my age is going to love me. It's impossible.
Don't post it. Don't. Zexio, do not. You can say that. You can do whatever. Do not post it in chat. Okay? Do not do that. All right. Please, I'm asking you. Do not post PII in the chat. You can do it elsewhere. I mean, I can't stop you anywhere else. But do not do it. 3 windows open.
Like had that convinced in my brain. And
okay.
I ended up like meeting this girl that was 17 in a cuddle world. And she was like flirting with me and saying her chest was big and I could have it and stuff.
Rockstar, I would not fucking taunt Sexio. That is a really bad idea. You should get off the internet.
And at first, I just ignored it, like pretended like I didn't hear her. And then we ended up like running into each other again. And she just said like all these men were bullying her and using her and that she only liked girls. And then she like was matching Sonic
Spo, you don't have to do that. It's coming up.
avatars with me. And she was telling me how she teases older men.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she had like a dildo and she would like suck on it to tease other men.
17-year-old, known 17-year-old, or under pretenses. I'm going to make the argument later that you can never tell, but it's in the auspice that someone that says they're older could be younger on VR chat. You don't know, but known 17-year-old.
And
okay, Jesus.
I kind of got excited by this and I drew like a dick on myself in the world, like with the marker. And she did it to me. And I was like, let's go do something.
Okay.
And we ERP'd together and I regret it a lot.
You're right. I said I couldn't post to Addy. But you know what? You found a workaround, you fucking genie. Okay. Okay. So I
She
don't know if
was
anybody's
17, like going to be 18 in a few months.
is that he just admitted to ERPing. The other relationships were not sexual, supposedly. They were not sexual. Nothing sexual happened. But in this one, did. And there's more twists going on.
Well, VR chat, how do you know that? How do you know anyone is anyone's age that they say they are there?
Because I don't believe that.
Well,
But based
that's
on the
what I was
framing and based on other things that have happened and other small white little lies, like reframing, like what happened to other people, or like talking to other people and doing kind of telling different stories to different people. What I found out is what Rockstar was doing was him saying it's almost 18. They're almost 18. Is like, I don't know if I believe that.
old, and my
That's
old
the
VR
inherent
chat.
danger. Oh, good.
My old VR chat parents were telling me I need to cut this person off because if people find out, it's going to ruin my life. And
Okay,
just
hang on. Yeah, it's safe to not click any links that Sileskios sends.
Why would they be saying that when before they were encouraging you?
So here's an inconsistency. Before, if you watch the earlier coverage, before an earlier coverage, he was saying that he thought the relationship with the 17-year-old that he had, the first one that lied about their age, that was 16, was encouraged by his VR chat parents. They were like, oh, it's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. I tried to find the VR chat parents to talk to them, but I mean, it would just be testimony itself too, but this isn't testimony. This is a confession.
To wait for someone. The story you said before was that they were encouraging you that it was okay to wait for someone.
That's actually, yeah, now that you pointed that out, I don't know why they were wanting to do the right thing all of a sudden.
So
they
you
just-
understand it as the right thing. You didn't,
It's weird.
you didn't back then.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? What's the right thing? Cutting them off?
Yeah, like no.
What's the right thing? Not ERPing with the minor. How's that legal to share? Sexio can tell you how he obtained it. He might say that he like hacked the matrix or something to find it, but it's very simple.
Doing that with a minor.
Because it's the information was not obtained via illegal means, technically. But like the rest of the internet would see that if it's not like ultimately linked to something, like a Facebook wasn't linked to a YouTube account. The internet will see that as kind of doxing. But the way it was obtained was not illegal.
That's the right thing.
I guess my brain was really confused and I was convinced that nobody around my age is going to like me.
Why did you think that?
That is fucked thinking. That is I cannot stress how fucking the chill went up my spine when I heard that. That I felt like nobody my own age. And he says he thought like this before. He thought like this before, but now he doesn't think like this now. But he held this information the entire time, the 6 months or whatever I knew him.
Because my ex that lied about her age was like the only person I've ever dated in my life that I actually got along with on a romantic level. And after I found out, like, I was like telling myself, I'm like, do I deserve this? Is this what I get? Is nobody my age going to love me? Is this just...
That's I don't know. That feels that doesn't feel like depression. That feels like a justification. That feels like a justification to me. Okay.
what it has to be? And I was just...
Well, what do you mean?
Telling, I
Back
was
up.
just telling.
How did you get to that point that you deserve this? Like, what was the thing that happened that then you thought I deserved this?
Because a lot of stuff I like is childish, so I thought nobody my age would ever love me, and I kind of like convinced myself.
So was it
that.
of the stuff that you? So it was. All right, normally I let you guys fight, but let's focus on. Again, they're not saying they don't. They're saying they don't condone it, which I don't necessarily condone it either. I don't think information obtained through a via transaction is, if it's not publicly, if it's not like linked on the Facebook or something, doesn't fly. But yeah, they're not scolding. That's an opinion. It's an opinion, Zexio. It was based on the stuff you liked. Like,
Yeah, that's what caused me to get picked on and mess with. And also, like, when I first got VR chat, I was a very, very happy person, and I just trusted people really quickly, and I was like really sweet and just like desperate for love or a friend. And people that had been on this game longer than me saw that and saw how easy it was.
Posting this Addy is a major issue? Yes, because again, like I said, it wasn't linked. It wasn't linked. I explained to you before between what the commentary community views as doxing and what the legal form of doxing. If it was not linked under a thing, if it was not like, oh, you could click on a thing, click on a thing, click on a thing, like a transaction itself. Well, no, again, it's not, okay. So everybody stop using the term doxing, okay? Because the illegal form of doxing is using illegal means to obtain information that is nowhere on the internet. Like, you hack into their bank account and get their information. You hack into their stuff. But with the commentary community, because they value anonymity and they value their stuff, if it's obtained via like a transaction, like refund, or if it's obtained by like an OISNT tool that's like, it's a link to like boom, 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 and it's like on a GitHub, like basically what I did to Shiro. If I posted that information of Shiro out of nowhere, if I posted that information out of nowhere, the commentary community would eat me alive. Okay, rightfully so, because it was an internet slap fight with me and Shiro. All right, and then posting like, boom, here's your stuff, is no way to win. The information, honestly, in my opinion, should go to authorities if it's illegal things have happened and nowhere else. It should not be posted online to fight, to like use the court of public opinion to fight. It should be handed over to the authorities. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that you do whatever, or I'm not, again, like they said, not scolding you, Zexio, but that's how I feel.
And kind of took advantage of me, I guess.
Well, let's focus on the call, please.
Because they knew if they told me the things that I wanted to hear, I'd fall for it and trust.
What do you mean?
them.
Well, what are you're doing vague stuff again? What example of what was the thing that you'd want to hear that you then trust them?
They were just like, I love you, you're so sweet.
Okay, so okay, because I was like, I don't know if this is like friends or you like, just meeting people, but again, it's around relationships. It's centered around relationships.
People would just tell me things I wanted to hear, and my VR chat parents were, my old VR chat parents were, they weren't the best, but they were trying to help me. They were just telling me.
That's true. The police don't care. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. But again, it's internet slap fight. Like, I don't know, at least with me and Shiro, if I don't have distinct evidence of crimes, again, this is a confession. This is not, I don't think this will go anywhere. Yeah, my VR chat parents. And again, this is a different story than what he told earlier or
They
before.
said, you go into these public worlds, you troll people and mess with them.
And throughout all of this, he kept saying, you know what, I'll just let Bass Windy talk about it. Because
and then
past
you
Winnie
go
gets on
back
his
and you
ass for
expect
it.
them to like you,
Just wait.
and they're like, if you keep messing with people,
I'm fucking.
when you
God
keep
damn
doing
it,
what you're
dude.
doing, somebody is going to make a
God
video
damn
on
it.
you. And I
No,
basically,
who would say that? How are you trolling people? Proximity
I would
chat
just,
didn't exist back then. Like none of
I
that
would just,
existed. Sorry.
I would just go into public worlds with like funny avatars and pick on.
It depends. I mean, there was the most recent story where it depends on the extreme. There was a VTuber that let it slip and like shared on Discord that an image of CSAM. They were reported to the missing and exploited children, and the very next day they were arrested and cops were at their door. And they were like a small, lesser known VTuber. I keep forgetting their name, what that was, but it was like the next day. But that's because they had CSAM that did not hash anything. So let me explain how like they find CSAM on the internet. So these CSAM images go into like a database. They get a hash, go into a hash table, right? And each of these images, the metadata hash to the same table. So if an image they get matches a hash they have, they know, oh, okay, this is CSAM. If it's an image that a human being can look at and see that it's CSAM, which CSAM stands for child sexual abuse material, and see that it is, but it doesn't exist in a hash, that means it was homemade. So that VTuber person took pictures of a child. And that's why they responded so fast.
People and
Yeah, no, that's
kind of
people do that all
Sorry.
the time. People fucking say slurs. People go crazy in there. Like it was. How was what you were doing was different?
well, I guess my old VR chat parents were saying like, I need to stop getting into fights. I need to stop getting angry. I need to stop doing these things.
Yeah.
Or someone's gonna make a video on me.
The problem is that it's never. I didn't think this, or this happened and I didn't want to do this. It's always these people around me said this, so I did it. These people around me said this, so I did it. These people thought this, and Rockstar is very much like that. Rockstar is very much like that. I don't know. I don't know. Prison. Okay. I don't. I don't know. Again, ERP. There's no hard. There's no like recording. But I will talk about that in the thing. Jesus fucking
And
Christ, Bren. Why would they? Why would they think video? Why would they? Because you're the one that's kind of like video pilled. It's kind of like there's going to be a video, or there's a video, or it's a video is kind of like the quintessential cornerstone or like a core memory. Where other people like that, or other people like, I feel like in VR chat, YouTube doesn't matter as much. So I'll never understand. I mean, yeah, you can pick fights. Violet Jules case. Okay. Violet Jules case. Yeah. Yeah. It's fair. I mean, people can have their opinions. Except to you, it does.
I don't know.
Did they say they were going to make a video on you, or did you just think that? So I don't know how much of this is what these other people say around him, or how much of this is Rockstar filtering these events to present it in the best, or what he perceives as the best possible light. And see, so the thing is, for all this, people are asking, does this provide Gray and Yeromi a win? No, because they didn't have this information. They guessed. They guessed from the other stuff and from his actions and from his sex pesty like behavior that this event or something like this took place. But they didn't have it. They weren't sitting on it. And her opposition, her fucking opposition, the people who are going the hardest after her are the ones to get this and present it to the world. They fucking are incompetent. That her ops had to do this for her. Okay.
They said I'm gonna end up.
And honestly, if this falls back or blows back on anybody, it blows back on me because I, in my live streams, defended him. This is my L. If there's an L to give that's not anything other than, Rockstar's actions, it's bigger than an L.
Messing with somebody who makes a video on me on accident or something.
Why was a video going to be so bad if it's like a smaller or why is that a bad thing? This is why I have to be the one to do this because I was the one that defended him.
I don't know. They were just trying to get me to calm down with the way I was acting. They're trying to get me to chill. And I wasn't listening back then because I was full of myself.
It sounds like you're still not listening now because your therapist is trying to tell you that you need to be self-sufficient. Chris Hansen fucked up that one case, and it's kind of like a clout goblin now. There's other people. Because you were more on the track with Schlep, Digital Override. You're more on the track with Schlep. And you're getting angry and want to change therapists again. You're getting the same anger. This is information he provided in DMs that he was upset with his therapist because his therapist was saying to unplug from VR.
No, I'm not. It's not that I'm angry. It's just she keeps saying things that I don't like. I'm not.
Well,
mad.
Is it because I was going to chop out some of this therapy stuff? It's 100% worse to Rockstar being up. No one's saying that. They're just, you're here now. They're here saying that this is bad. But they're saying that in their opinion, that's not the right way to handle it. No one ever is saying leaking an address is fucking worse than being a PDF file. I don't know how you extrapolated that from that, Zexio. You're reaching for that one. No one's here being like, oh, well, you know what? Forget Rockstar. Let's, Zexio. Zexio's the real bad guy here. No, we're all here because it's bad. You don't like to hear them and you don't want to think about them? Or is it because they're genuinely not good things? Because based on what you said, back to what I was saying, I was going to chop this out, but then I decided, fuck it. I'm just going to bleep the one name, leaving it all in. I mean, it sounded like it was things you needed to hear and needed to start thinking about, but just didn't want to.
Yeah, a lot of it was things I'm scared of.
Yeah.
And I was afraid Zexio found out about this, gave it to you guys, and that was just.
Which now that I'm leaking this, was this what you had, Zexio? Because this isn't what you told me you had. What you told me you had wasn't as bad as this.
It's gonna ruin.
How would he give it to us? In what form?
Maybe that chick got in contact with him or something. Who knows?
But
what
you hear me getting
would it
fucking
be?
frustrated?
Testimony of someone?
What if that girl?
Well, that's just not beefy with you. It's just no, I'm not beefing you. I just had said a thing, dude. I just said a thing. Again, I'm not. I don't know why you're extrapolating that. I don't know why you're extrapolating that. To saying this is not a bad thing. Two things can be true, Zexio. Two things can be true. I don't want to beef with you at all. Two things can be true. That they believe that this is bad, but that this being predatory and this shit is worse. One doesn't overwrite the other.
Recorded me doing things with her. And then
I don't know why that happened. Be the last thing you do is this has happened 3 times. And you still go to the same VR worlds and you still do the same thing where you still don't. I mean, this is the same story 3 times now. Not 2 times, but 3 times. Know someone's age. You're still doing it.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, if this falls back on anybody, it's me. Oh, I thought you would have gotten that. I don't know. Again, like I said, I have a hard time telling you when you're joking, dude. But it probably would be the last thing I do. No, I do. Yeah. Sorry. Again, it's hard to tell when you're joking.
They go to the same places.
I don't care about the same. I'm saying in VR chat, period. I don't care about whatever worlds there are.
No,
You
because
haven't.
I have no one in this small town.
This is a fucked excuse. This is a fucked excuse. You can walk out, you can meet people, even if there's people that aren't there. You can meet people outside of VR chat. You could do. There's about a billion different things that you can do than fucking go into worlds and end up ERPing with minors.
I guess.
I don't know how that's a justification for that. I don't.
But I have been careful because people.
Okay,
There-
don't flex. Okay, just back off digital override. Back off. It's not a fucking competition on who got more or who did more. Okay. We're all in this together. All right. We're all in this together where the police don't help. Okay. We're all in this together.
Someone the other day that tried to get with me, and I asked for their ID, and they said, "I'm not giving it to you." And I blocked them.
still never know. You still never know in the internet. Okay, everybody, back off. He's specifically fishing for a fight. Okay, dude.
I know, and I told
I
them.
will start. Yes,
I told them that. I said, "Look, I have people that are helping me right now."
just clear an eye and
and
balancing. Yeah, but then you say that, and he's gonna say something else, and then it's gonna set you off. It's rage baiting. Okay.
If I trust you and you end up being another kid, they're gonna think
The external VR is right. External VR taking the W.
I'm doing it on purpose, and it's gonna ruin my life.
How did you conveniently know to tell them that? See, I don't know. This is it filtered to tell me to for what I want to hear. This is filtered to me to tell me what I want to hear. This is not whatever he told this person where he asked for an ID, which I don't even know how you ask for an ID in an ERP world. Like, I guess I don't understand that, but I don't know. I don't know. It's fuck. I can't trust his interpretation.
Realize how serious this is for me, because like you and other people are counting on me to not get into this situation again, and if I do it again, it's gonna look like I'm doing it on
For
purpose.
us, not for us, for you to not do it again. Okay, I don't give
No,
a fuck about everybody else.
No, I don't.
Yeah, this is the key part here, is that it's like, oh, I don't want to do this because it could look bad for you guys. It's like, no, you should not want to do it because it's wrong, because it's fucked, because it's illegal. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. When I'm saying I don't give a fuck about anybody else, you should have these morals.
Want to do it again?
Well, then how does it
myself.
keep happening?
I don't know. I just attract weird people. Just flock towards me.
VR chat attracts weird people. I don't fucking believe that. Everyone's weird in VR chat. Okay.
But why? It feels like it's just me. Like, I just have the worst luck.
I'm messaging Aster at this point, wondering if they want to come in to back me up, because I felt like they needed to hear the story I had heard at the beginning. Well, I don't know. Again, this is what I was going back to the thing. I don't know how this keeps repeating and the same events keep happening with the money stuff. I am convinced there is something, because nobody else in the world would know, because the people I've talked to don't know. They didn't make us believe him. We just did. Like, or if anything, my belief in that the videos are bad probably filtered down to other people, probably helped other people's opinions. It was like 4 a.m. You're fine. Choose your reputation or safety over children. Yeah, exactly. That's why right now, like, I'm not gonna sit on this regardless of what fight with Gray or Uni or whatever. I'm not gonna fucking sit on this. There's something else in the world that I don't know that you know that you're not telling me? Okay.
Well, I just told you the secret. I just told you.
No, but I mean with like Sileskios and Yeromi gave him such plausible deniability, except for the original one. But he was lied to. But he was lied to about it. Which again, and three other people had this conversation with him. Fang came on and had this conversation with him. Bozy came on and had this conversation with him. Everyone else had this conversation with him and interviewed him and got the story and was like, yeah, that they lied to him. Like that's it. Or, you know, like there's no, that's bad. It's illegal, but you know, they lied. But in this case, he knew he did this under the auspice that they are 17. So that doesn't work anymore. That doesn't fucking work. The repetition. I mean, with like the people always, it's, or you saying people wanted money from you, or like the same event keeps happening the same way, the exact same time. And I don't know if you're just viewing it that way and you're filtering it from where you stand now in that way, as a way that maybe this would be the best way to present my actions or the best way to present my situation, and you just keep reusing that template.
Well, the therapist,
He was, if that was in that case, if that was the case, he was the victim of false allegations. He was the victim of false allegations that he did all this and he was a pred, because the story that was told was that as soon as he found out they were a minor, he broke up with them, and it like, I guess it like shattered his belief or something. He'll talk about that, and something way more fucked up comes out. Okay.
he was trying to help me not fall in love with people so quickly.
Well, the therapist, I don't know if, okay, what did I felt like I was going to have to provide commentary to clarify stuff, but I feel like past Wendy is covering the bases and pressing where I was actually say, like, what, because the therapist doesn't say, we're going to help you not fall in love with people so quickly.
Well, that's
not what they say.
Told me.
I just shouldn't laugh at that sex. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. No, they'll treat like loneliness, which is a part of would be
No,
that.
No, you said you were afraid if I was leaving something out. So I'm telling you everything. Yeah.
He's doing the same thing as Uni, as saying the therapist is saying something I don't want to hear, therefore the therapist is wrong. Not that I have the wrong. Well, you didn't tell me this when this happened, when I asked before. Okay.
Well, he was like, look, if you're gonna vent to me, you have to pay me for it. And if you're not gonna pay me, you're not allowed to vent to me. And I said,
who, Mansion?
No, it was the supersonic guy. And I said, I need to vent to you, so I'll pay you.
Well, okay, I think you're extrapolating too much, because then it's that, and then this was a time when he knew Mansion and he knew the supersonic guy, and I think he just got introduced to Yeromi. This is what he's talking about now, is that that there was a story that there was someone who paid to be, or that Rockstar paid to be a therapist to hear him vent, and he paid him like $200 a month to vent to this guy about his problems. And then this guy in the Yeromi video, in this video, went around and went hard and attacked everything, like your mother's gonna be like hit every single pain point and insecurity point that he did, which made me feel like more this is not like an earnest expose. This is, I need to do as much damage as humanly possible. Then it's the artist that's like always, Yeromi and Gray are not doing this because it's the right thing to do. Yeromi's defending Gray, who is a known predator and pedophile. And they are doing this because this is the only pressure point they have against Aster. And it's gone now. It's gone. Needing money. And then it's Zexio needing money, being money hungry. So I think
this was something he had told me too in DMs, that Zexio was requesting money a lot, like being like, when's that money? When's that money? When's that money? When that was not the DMs that I had seen at all. $200 events is crazy, man. Yeah. And especially for this guy to then turn around and then blow him out of the water. And supposedly, according to Rockstar, he did that because Rockstar couldn't pay him anymore. But I don't know if that's true anymore, because these people are really mad and really hate him for what Rockstar says are like, or what seem like really dumb reasons. But we're gonna find out what those other reasons are. No, if anyone defended him, it was me.
Got along with on a romantic level.
Oh shit, I fucked up.
And kind of took advantage of me, I guess. Expect them to like
Fuck, where
you.
were we?
And they're like, if you keep messing with people, no, I'm not. It's not that I'm angry. It's just she keeps.
Wait. I'm gonna go back in the stream to fucking see where I was. Hang on.
On a romantic level.
Oh, Dean Gray, who is. Hang on. One second. Around past this mark. Okay. Probably 3 completely different. Yeah, I know when I know Akina is live. But did yeah, that's what Zexio told me too, is that he donated all of the money to charity. And there was no tool. There was no tool. Yeah. There was never any illegal thing that occurred. Just Rockstar paid for something illegal to happen. Money changed hands. Events.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah, they're different from each other.
Akina is small fry compared to this. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess that's just how you view him.
Well, Zexio just wanted my full name on my PayPal, so that's what that was.
Okay, it's revealed how he got it there. Okay.
No, he specifically set you up, not even set you up, like laid the entire groundwork for you to say yes to a felony.
This is where the mask drops, because I've seen the DMs.
No. It wasn't a felony.
Yes, it was. He said you tried to get him to dox people.
No, I haven't.
You tried to. I will send you all of the screenshots. I will send you all the screenshots.
What I was wanting
just
him
drop
to
the
do
zip.
was to copyright strike Yeromi. Just
Yeah,
to get rid
at a
of
point. Definitely, there's definitely some of that in there at the beginning.
If we want to flex, I donated 50 to the American Kidney Foundation in random the bat's name.
I'll admit I was pretty unhinged towards Yeromi.
Yes, that's how the address was obtained. Was paying for those illegal tools.
Because I hate her and I was trying to get rid of her.
I know.
That's
That's
the
not
shipping
justification.
address to the money he sent. Oh my god. Not like a business address or something. Jesus.
Because the screenshot of you saying, of him saying, I will get illegal tools from the dark web to strike them, and you saying yes, and then you paying him, that is the illegal form of doxing.
Wait, what do you mean when I said strike?
Hold on. Let me find the screenshot.
To abuse the system.
Copyright strike.
Let me find the
Yes.
screenshot.
Okay, this is really funny.
Yeah, not strike as in kill them.
Hang on. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
What Jesus Christ. He thought I meant that Zexio was going to send people to kill them.
Oh, that is not what I'm talking about.
It's probably the pizza to Gray's house.
No. Okay, I didn't know about that.
No, well,
I
that's
didn't know about
something
that.
him and his buddy were doing.
Where was it?
I don't know if that's true, because I feel like Gray would have said something about that, and Gray and all of her posts and all of her stuff and all her giant footprint on the internet never said that. So I don't know. If it did happen, it did happen, but Yeah, I didn't see Gray talking about it.
Oh, nice.
He specifically says that he will get tools from the dark web to get information on them. Tools, do you have it yet? How many strikes? Yes. So you pay money for, or maybe I didn't fucking send it. Oh, it's never sent anything to Gray. See, yeah. So you just told. That's what I was thinking. And so I was like, you probably just told him that. Second bitch. Did the money go through? Fuck. Did I not do it? Well, there's
Wait,
one
why
where
is he
basically.
a pedophile then? Why is he thinking?
What do you
I'm a
mean?
pedophile?
Why did you take that from that?
Whoa.
See, I had not called him a
That's
pedophile
what he-
yet. I have not, and he's insinuating. Zexio called him a pedophile. When I've seen the thread that Zexio made, and there was no PDF file. I don't believe there is a. I'll explain
He
it.
told you I'm a pedophile, but all he showed is me being unhinged towards Yeromi.
Wait. He saw you
What?
committing a crime,
I would say like
paying for a crime. He told me that there is a pattern of you that you, the 17-year-old said you stopped and all that stuff. He said there's a pattern that it's being recent. He said you're a predator. Going on the dark web is illegal. No, going on the dark web is not illegal. Going on the dark web is not illegal. Guys, fucking Sonic community is needs some education about the internet. Dark web is not illegal. Doing transactions like buying drugs or doing stuff like that is illegal. Okay, or buying weapons, that, you know, that's illegal. But like going there,
no, I haven't.
and you just showed that, you just told me that there was another event that this happened. Okay, so I think that he's pretty fucking vindicated.
No, that was from 2 years ago.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but you don't know. Like, you don't know. Okay, Aster wants in. Can Aster call in? I think I lost my train of thought and just was like, I don't know, because Aster was pinging me to call in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Aster knows about this.
About what?
About the
About the strike.
I'm gonna re-upload them.
I wasn't trying to dox anybody.
But he sent information like names and stuff. Again, I'll bring it up to Zexio to do what? What did he think Zexio was going to do? Then like I don't know, turbo dox them and blow them up. Get these channels taken down. I know I'll hit on that where it's like it's just he did this all to himself. You sent dox information for your enemies to him to do, which is the same thing that Gray and all those others do. Okay, it's the same thing. Gray is spiteful and angry, and it's destroyed her, and it's destroyed him too. I found Shiro's information. I didn't post it anywhere. There's no crimes that I know committed, so I don't know, just told him to close that loop, close that PII. Gray's information was sent to the missing exploited children's and to her local police. Whatever he wanted to. You sent his real name. You said from that video from as far as back as April. From April. I couldn't figure out how you talked to him. I couldn't figure out for the longest, like, well, how did you even have his DM? Like, how could you even DM him? I am. He asked, I don't know if you can hear it. He asked, "Are you mad at me?" Which is the most insane fucking question I've ever heard in my entire life. Really fucking frustrated that you dragged me around like this. Okay.
No, I did.
Doing this behind the scenes, he did it again. Azrael, he did it 2 years ago. Didn't tell anybody. Didn't tell me when I was doing my investigation. But Zexio posting this stuff got him scared and made him think that Zexio had something like this. So when I confronted him, he just told me this.
I'm upset.
No, I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to drive.
If this was Zexio's plan to put pressure to get him to confess, it worked.
I get
Or-
around.
Right, so
Well, it doesn't matter if you're
Let's
trying.
what's happening in here?
Said it
We've
was.
got.
I was.
Go ahead. Can I tell Esther?
What's happening in here? I just
I was trying to get them to go to copyright Yeromi.
We're talking about the felony, the proof of plausible felony, paying for felony. I have to those fucking illegal tools. This was at 2 a.m. A night or two ago. I think 2 nights ago, after a stream, it was like at 2 a.m. Because this was like, I want to confront him about this. I did not think I would get this. In my wildest dreams, I did not think this was what was underneath the surface. To be used to obtain information that could not be obtained otherwise.
Yeah.
Which is what doxing is. I mean, people on the internet say doxing when you just find someone's information and put it. But the actual illegal definition, I mean, Miriam themselves one way or another. I mean, Yeromi is mini Sileskios, and yeah, all these people that harbor so much rage to each other. Instead, like, I mean, I laugh at Gray. I laugh at all these people. I laugh at Shiro. These people that have this like utter intense vitriol towards someone. They see themselves in them. Is when that information is not readily available. This confrontation is incredibly recent. Yes. No, not last night. A night or two ago. I'll have to look at the thing real quick. But it was. I couldn't figure out what to do. I sat on it. I slept on it. I actually didn't sleep much. I'll even say in here that I'm not going to do a live stream on you because I was like just going to hand this information out. Like I was going to pass this information to Zexio. And then I realized, no, I was the one who stuck my neck out for him. It has to come from me. And yet you obtain it via illegal means, via hacking. And Zexio specifically says he's using tools from the dark web to do it, which he's lying about the entire time. You know that, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, he was lying about it. But you still, in that screenshot, like that's enough. But yes, recently, we did not sit on this information for months or weeks or whatever. We did not. There was deliberation of what we do because this is not something you just sweep under the rug. If I swept that under the rug, that would violate everything I've done up to this point. It would violate everything. I would say you could be charged.
I was trying to get him to make a video on her. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay, how is that a way to get someone to make a video on him by giving him information or paying him money to find the doxable information?
I wasn't, but I just said I'm not trying to dox her. I was trying to get her channels removed.
After the VTuber history lesson stream, I believe. Oh, excuse me. I believe so. Yeah, because he thought this is what Zexio had, which I don't know. This might be or not. Zexio's greatest power is, you never know. You never know. I don't care what you said. You sent Sileskios' real name and face to Zexio. What did you expect? See, the thing is, probably like, yes, this was made public in Six's video, but Rockstar then took that, flipped around, and sent it to Zexio, someone who he had paid before to get tools on the dark web to strike a channel. What is he? There's no way he intended anything good by sending that information to Sileskios. Expect him to do with that.
And
Yes, Rockstar is an idiot, Tester, and a predator.
What does having someone's personal info have?
At least he's honest. Well, I mean, it took me knowing him for 6 months and going over his case and all the information over like 5 streams. It took that and then waiting an additional 3-4 months before I got here. So yeah, he's honest, but fuck, after a long time.
To do with striking down somebody's channel.
So we could when we do the copyright strikes, we could put their full name in the thing and say this is the person who stole my art.
That's not. You don't need their full name
You don't
to do a
Yeah, I don't
strike.
know.
though.
He didn't even know that. So he was striking this stuff. He wanted this stuff gone, and he didn't even know how the system worked.
I feel like you guys are just coming on to me.
Well, that I think that's the
This is
wrong. I think that's the wrong phrase. I think he meant like ganging up on him. But I mean, this was a confrontation. They were like, this was like laid upon us. So yeah, they were right on him via fucking dumb luck, but also I guess just being upset at him and trying to look for anything they could. But they didn't have this. If they had this would be plastered everywhere. And kind of that's why there's the gameplay and the stuff is that so they can't just fucking like rip this. You're gonna have to show my stream that it's me blowing him up. You fucking idiots.
I don't know. I wanted her channel gone. She was stealing my art. She was
I know, but
stealing.
again, that's it. It's Rockstar tried to strike Yeromi and did actually or no, I think it backfired and it deleted his channel, his big channel. And now he can't get monetization for his new channel because of that, because he violated the copyright law. Because he violated copyright rules and tried to strike something that's not strikeable. Regardless of the illegal stuff, let's talk about the copyright stuff. Them using their art and the thumbnail or whatever is transformative. Doesn't matter. It's illegal. Not illegal. It is a false copyright strike.
I didn't want to just
And the thing is
and...
I don't have to explain this to him because he came to this realization himself when he tried to get monetized from YouTube, but YouTube said, no, you're past fucking shit. You violated the copyright law. She was a 50 sub channel. Yeah, they don't work. Again, that's what blew up Utterly Noah. That's what blew up Utterly Noah. Was he trying to do that? There was art in the thumbnail. Oh, he tried to privacy strike Gray's video on Spiral. I thought like his big channel blew up because of that. That's what happened. Like the big channel that he like, I don't know, he had a bunch of subscribers. Did nothing. You Gray thought it was you. And again, Gray is no better. Gray tried to brigade and tried to send people to mass report your videos and my videos to Spiral. So they're the same. Obsess about these little things. And if Gray has a problem with this, then she has a problem with everything she's done herself. Focus on them, and that's all you think about. And you make it into a way bigger deal, and now you made this into a way, way bigger issue than it would have been if you had just ignored her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, on a silver platter, Uni. Now what do you have against Aster's claims of grooming? Now what do you have against Quant and Corin's claims of you posting porn and early porn introduction? Now what do you have? Huh? Now what do you got? I did your job for you, okay? I did your job for you. You're welcome, you fucking fat cunt.
I know,
Jesus.
I get it. I have to ignore things.
That's why, no, we're saying that you've made your bed. Or at least I'm saying that. I don't know. I didn't want to speak for Aster.
Yeah.
So you're saying I wasted your time?
No, I don't know why you're extrapolating that. Yeah, his brain goes to really weird places. I don't know why. From it, we're saying everything, your struggles now and struggles possibly in the future are you're doing.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get blocked.
I don't know necessarily if that's going to be the case. I didn't want to necessarily block him because I didn't know if there was anything else. Because if this was a lie, what else was? And again, I wanted to talk to the VR parents. I did talk to, well, that's going to come later. They'll be revealed later. But I don't know. This is just so fucked. This is just so fucked. This is turbo cooked, dude. This is turbo cooked. But I don't like personally that I was lied to in the first case when I asked you what could it have possibly been that Zexu had, and you didn't tell me that. Because I'd asked him in DMs when Zexu did the original thing. When Zexu sent the message to him, he was like, "Well, Zexu was acting weird and calling me a predator." I was like, why would he do that? What possibly could he have to do that? And he said, well, I can't think of anything. I honestly couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be
So
for
he
real.
bold-faced
If I
lied to my
had-
face.
If I had your same line of thinking and I tried to strike down right stuff for using my art and my videos, that would have caused issues. And
You were the bigger
you're trying
person.
to,
Not only that, it's legality. Legality.
I know, but you're doing
But
this
that
right
would have made
now.
more people
is
look at
causing
her and her
issues.
see the victim.
Mm-hmm. You causing this gives Yeromi leverage, which in
Mhm.
turn
This is what I was trying to say, is that you don't want to take these videos down. None of these videos need to go down, okay? Your goal is to make them look so bad that they take the video down themselves, okay? Not to abuse the system to do it. Now, meanwhile, Multiverse Sonic's strike on Gray's channel was legit, was 100% legit, because, again, the YouTube system didn't blow away and take his monetization. And they reviewed it, and they did see that she was not transforming his content that she was watching. Again, transformative content, I've said this a bunch while watching the Akina and Shiro stuff, is that you've taken it and you've changed the meaning and the purpose of that, whatever you're watching. It's not, look at this thing. It's, I'm taking this thing and changing the purpose and meaning of it.
gives Gray more leverage. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
We're trying to talk to him because he's always thinking of it in terms of leverage, or in terms of like the goal, or in terms of like what could happen to this. So I believe Aster is going, look, based on your own logic on leverage, you're giving leverage, because those are the terms he thinks said.
And I get so angry at people.
Yes, that's why you need to go to therapy, and that's why your therapist is telling you good things, but you're still fighting your therapist. That's how this conversation started. Is that
My therapist doesn't know how angry I get at people, though. I haven't told her. She hasn't seen it.
well? I hope she doesn't see it. I hope you don't get angry at her. But again, it's like they're telling you good things about how you should become self-sufficient and live in the real world, which again, this goes back to the thing where you cannot tell in VR chat. I do not give a fuck what someone says, what someone age they show, or if they show ID. Like, any of that stuff at this point could be AI'd, okay? You cannot tell someone's age in VR chat. That is just a true statement in every case.
And when that happens, the world's going to blame it on me.
No, almost like Noah, like filtering what I said is a true statement, which is something that you could like take and understand and be like, yeah, you know what? You're right. It's, oh, that would be bad for me again. Like, he talks about how he's worried about other people and he wants other people's stuff or he wants other people to be happy and to get, this was something he said in DMs, that he wants other people to be happy and I don't know, like okay with each other. But anytime you press him, it's filtered in terms of how it affects me and how I feel. Wait, okay, why are you extrapolating this back to you? I'm just saying, in VR chat in general, you cannot tell someone's age with a surety. So by ERPing with anyone, you invite, you're okay, anime fan, or, you know, troubles like this or troubles like other stuff. Okay. Because in those cases, like, maybe you don't know. Maybe it is like the first case that they say they're 18 or they show an AI ID that's like they're 20, but really they're 16 and then drop that on you. It's like, well, you didn't know. but you know, your due diligence sucked. But in this case, he knew they were 17. He knew, or at least they said they were 17.
Yeah.
But you are resistant
So that excuse doesn't
against
work.
that because you think, you know, or it's a small town, or I don't know. I don't know how you're justifying it because the justification changes. But really, it just seems like it's something you don't want to do, so you don't want to do it, so you're not going to do it. And everybody has to do things
I'm drinking Bailey's.
that they don't want to do in the real world. Okay.
There we go. I don't know. I just.
Well, I
I
mean,
got
you do know
really-
because you do know what's right and wrong.
I
But
got really.
for some, go ahead.
I just got really resentful towards Yeromi and
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
let it go.
I could tell, and also Sileskios, because you handed his real name and face to
Because I
to
wanted that
Zexio.
video. I felt like I needed
Now-
that video on.
The problem is later in DMs that he brought up, and it's a good point, is that the name and the face are already made public. Okay, that's I don't care. All right, that's yeah, that was someone made public. That was their mistake. If it was, you know, not tied to something or whatever, but he sent them specifically to Zexio to do God knows what. Okay. Few spare beers I have. Here comes a fun night. Yeah. Fun. Haha.
Because if people find it, they're gonna block me.
Okay, so now it's all centered around blocking. No.
Yeah, but the problem is that he sent it to someone who he assumed had ties to the dark web and had tools to obtain stuff about information, obtain things about people. And that's some lighthearted news. My brother and his fiance and their baby on the 23rd. Oh, that's good. The world keeps spinning. You know, a fucking fucking predator gets exposed and a new child is born. That sounded fucking horrible. Never mind. Take those two things
How would they
apart.
find the video again unless you tell them? Unless you tell
Either-
them, because you talk about it constantly.
Either I
He
tell
did.
them, they find it out about
Yes.
their own,
No,
Or
nobody
they
would
have-
find that random video. No one would
No, they have-
fucking stumble on that.
or they have a friend that
Yeah,
used to
that's
know
probably
me,
more likely.
doesn't like me, tells them.
Yeah.
That's why I can't go to the Sonic Worlds anymore, because everyone.
That's a bad sign. He's trying to get Gray banned from the Sonic Worlds, and Gray's banned from a lot of the Sonic Worlds. But he is too.
Has a friend that knew me.
That's
That's
a
like,
bad sign.
Oh, of course. Okay. Yeah, past Wendy's on the ball, even at like fucking 3 a.m. or whatever it was.
That's a bad sign. Okay.
and they're
And it's not just the
"Oh, I
Sonic Worlds.
And they're like, "Oh, I know this guy. He was an asshole to me," and then I get blocked.
I don't think. See, you keep saying about this thing about you get angry and you get rage filled, and that's what makes people block you, and that's what makes, or you say things that hurt people and they harbor.
I'm so glad I pushed on this because the reality is,
So that's what you told me before in the other call, is that they harbor resentment for it. I think it's stuff like this. I think it's stuff around the ERP. ERP with the wrong person, someone gets mad. I think this is all still tied to why people don't like you, is still tied to your need for a relationship.
Yeah, and that's
I
what
do not-
Super Nick got mad at me for, wanting a relationship
Yes,
so bad.
I know that. But is there other, well, it's not even like you want a relationship so bad. It's what you're willing to do, to what you're willing to overlook.
yes.
And
So
my
are you
friend-
saying that all of those other cases are also relationship filled? It wasn't just you saying hateful things. It was maybe you getting with someone that you shouldn't have been, or maybe someone didn't like who you were getting with. Go ahead.
What do you mean I shouldn't have been with them? Like, as in, they're a
As
bad
in-
person?
No, as in like, oh, that's my girl, or oh, that's that's my sister,
no,
even
no.
if they're of age. Like I'm just wondering if they're still circulating around relationships in ERP.
Yeah, if they ban Rockstar, they ban Rockstar, they 100% should ban Uni. Because she is also an active danger. I'm not saying Rockstar is bad, therefore Uni is vindicated. Again, two things can be true. Uni can be like a predator with so many victims, with 7 victims. And Rockstar can be I don't know, a sad, lonely predator, whatever he uses to justify it.
No, I wouldn't get what someone who's taken.
Okay.
Well, how do you know? What if
Fill
they
in the
just don't
blank.
tell you and they do it, and then that person then finds out and then harbors the resentment for you? Because you just saying mean things on VR chat doesn't make sense for the amount of time that people try to hunt you down and look for you. There's something else you've done or are doing to make people this mad.
Yeah, because I've been around VR chat, and usually you only really hunt people down if they've done something, not if they're just like a troll or anything.
Yeah.
I've lost my shit on people in the ERP lobby because
Oh, see, not in just the normal worlds or whatever, but in the ERP lobby. Here we go. This is what's really going to happen.
Just give me an example, if you can remember one.
I was hanging out with this girl, and I said, "Do you want to do?" I said, "Do you want to do things with me right now?" And she said, "Not tonight." And then she went downstairs and sucked this other dude off, and I got in her face, and I said, "You just told me you didn't want to do anything tonight." And she said,
"Yeah,
this is so rapey, dude. This is so like abusive boyfriend, guys. Like, again, not accusing him of doing that. It's VR chat. Can't really like do anything to someone's pixels, but it's the thought that counts. But this is insane. This is insane.
And she said, "Yes, but I don't want to do anything crazy." And I said, "I never asked you to do anything crazy."
Okay, I don't know if it's the autism or what it is, but what that meant was I don't want to do anything with you.
Red pilled Windy, red pill Windy, based you.
When I told her, I said, I just caught you lying to my face. And she went quiet.
She thought the lie was better than the truth of saying to your face, I'd rather do it with someone else. For tonight.
I got angry, and
someone who's been in relationships or been with people or have even been involved with multiple people at the same time. Like when someone says, "I don't want to do it," and then does something with somebody else, that means they didn't want to do it with you, but they didn't want to tell you they didn't want to do it with you, which honestly sometimes is nicer than the reality. But you got to take a no as a no, regardless of whatever reason they have. They shouldn't have to provide a reason. They should not have to provide, "I think no because X, Y, and or Z."
I said, "Why did you do things with him?" And not me. Is that because he has full body tracking and nice things? Is that
I lost it back then. Jesus Christ.
The other people started sticking up for her and getting mad at me, and
yeah, because you look like the crazy person acting like a deranged ex to a person that's just like touching pixels in a VR chat lobby. Okay,
to a person that's just sucking dick in an ERP lobby, dude. Leave her alone, dude.
And I said, "Look, if you don't like me, you could have just told me instead of waiting."
I'd make jokes about any of these people that I cover. Okay, so if everybody's sore about it, or it's like, "Oh, I should do this because I knew Rockstar for 6 months, no quarter."
Wasting my time, and she blocked me. And
because people don't want to come off like that, like right off the bat. They don't want to say, "Oh, I don't like you," or maybe they don't know they don't like you. But if this is like the lengths you go to, or this is how possessive you are of someone, it's in VR chat. They can do whatever. It's not a binding contract. It's not a relationship.
And then I had another friend.
That's what I don't understand. I don't understand, like, this stuff is ephemeral. This stuff is an escape for a lot of people. And that's the problem why there's a lot of predators there, is because they feel like the same rules in the real world don't apply there. So I have no idea why it's imposing the same rules and restrictions, and like, oh, if we do stuff and whatever, we should be in a relationship in VR chat, dude. No, people do that to escape their relationships.
and with benefits, and I told her, I finally opened up to her and I told her about the Sileskios video. And then she watched it. I got back on my headset and I was blocked. And then her fucking best friend was saying, "Oh no, you're a pedophile. You dated a 17."
Based off Sonic VR, she thinks she had like uni. Yes. 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 This is stimulating to this voice call. I gotta go soon. You got it. I was gonna do it at the end anyway, but I could do it here. I don't. You know, fuck it. If people get the link, fuck. I was like, I'm gonna stop it. If people like copy the link, like who cares? This is the full call. I was gonna edit a call, but not anymore. Not anymore. Here you go, Mr. Playing Watch Dogs for 6 hours. Do with it what thou wilt. If you don't be the last thing you never do. Okay, that was an obvious joke. That was an obvious joke. Done.
18-year-old, and I went into
The last thing I never do. I see what you did. That's clever.
lobby and I said, "This person fucking blocked me after I wore an avatar of their favorite character and I did whatever they wanted and they dropped me like trash." And the owner said, "Well, that's their choice."
Yes.
And I said, "Why don't you fucking do something about it and stick up for me? Because that's not right. This person drops people for the pettiest reasons and I got kicked."
But it wasn't for the pettiest reasons. You were lying to him.
And I went into the server and I started tagging her and saying, "Why do you drop people for the pettiest reasons? Why did you drop
But they
me?"
didn't.
And
You realize that, right? Tough spite. I mean, I'm
that
scary
and her
deep web
friend-
hacker.
That's a snake.
So did you believe that it was? Okay, so you still believe the friend's a snake, but you believe it's still the pettiest reasons? When you just told me the real reason why they did it.
So see, he told me what it is, and he still sees those as petty reasons, even though I was like, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. Hope he got mogged. He did drop in and he did get mogged. Zexio like obliterated him.
Well, they got mad at me for sending them a meme of Pee-wee, the show she likes, and then she dropped me.
No, I thought it was the Sileskios. I thought the friend saw the Sileskios video.
No, it was the Sileskios video that finally.
So then again, he's telling me what he thought was like a smaller event that would be like, oh yeah, that is crazy. And then he goes, oh no, you're right. It was the Sileskios video.
Ended it, and I got angry about it because I was like,
Yeah, I understand that.
I got angry that I lost another person over that damn video, and I got angry.
It's not the video's fault. Okay, you have to realize that. That's not the video's fault. The video is just there. The video just exists. Is how you behave around the video.
Yes.
Is the reason why people distance themselves from you. It has nothing to do with the video because the video
is just a link out there in the MO. Hold on 1 second. Message someone. Oh no, is Emo Fleetway here? Emo Fleetway? Sphere chats, yeah, shit, I'm reporting it. Begun foul avatars. Yeah.
It was bad. It's how you treat the video and how you react to people around the video that's bad.
How do I react exactly? Like,
If Emo Fleetway's there, if Emo Fleetway's here, Zexio apologizes about Emo Fleetway. It says it was bullshit to get Rockstar to start messaging him because Rockstar was ignoring him. So Emo Fleetway, you without knowing it, did good work. "100% Sonic avatars like that." Oh, well, we'll know. Well, wait.
it worked
Like you
out, I
just
guess.
described. Yes,
Wait.
like you just described. Or tagging other people, or going after other people, or still trolling in the comments today. Like the video's bad. Okay, the video's got nothing.
Anyone that would watch the video, again, like me, anyone from commentary that would watch the video would be like, "This guy's cringe," but there's no actionable evidence except something he said that this person that he dated that he was lied to. And in the Sileskios case, it's this person that was a minor specifically tried to gay op him.
Basically. But because
It's
of how
always-
you act around it is what makes people think like how it is. It's the same thing with Shiro, where I'm like, oh, Shiro, these allegations, blah, 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 I don't know this stuff. And how Shiro reacts to them, those allegations, I'm like, maybe they're true. It's the way you're reacting. That video doesn't have anything. The way you're reacting, how vitriolic and how intense you're.
I think I say it in here, but I'm gonna say it now before I forget that it's like the same thing with Shiro. Like the Shiro allegations and claims are not like dead to rights, but his reaction to them is as if I was throwing real allegations at him that had credibility. So Shiro believes they're real. So Shiro must know something I don't. It's the same thing here. That this stuff had nothing, but he's reacting as if it did.
Your acting makes people think, maybe that video has something. Maybe it's right.
Yeah, that's the same reason like I don't
Right.
react to half the shit Grace says. Like if I reacted to that stupid fucking vor comment right away, people were gonna fucking assume I was into vor or something.
I know, and I had this chick do things with me. She was 29.
Okay.
And then,
Okay, where are we going back to this?
because I just want to talk about it. And then later she said,
This
I
is
wanna
stuff you
hang
talk
out.
about to the therapist, though. This is why are you like upset and fighting the therapist, but you're telling us this?
I mean, in public, that's turbo nuke that shit. Well, a lot of these ERP lobbies are private lobbies that you have to get into, supposedly. Again, I don't know, but apparently these private lobbies are ones where you can have these. I don't even know what you'd call them, like sexually equipped avatars.
you guys.
I mean,
are
you
on the
can.
inside.
You
I
can still.
understand.
There we go. Okay. It feels more real on the internet for you.
That's the key.
Yeah, because.
Mhm.
And then she said, I can't do things with you anymore because you're too young for me. And I was like, and I told her, you're just going to cut me off just like that. And she got scared and left. And
This guy's very spite filled and very like owed. I hate calling people this, but it's very incel coded. Okay, it's very like I'm owed this from someone. I'm owed this from someone in VR chat. I didn't know VR chat incels are here. Digital override. You're like the only person posting in chat. Is there other people? Let me go to live chat. Oh, MA fan is. People on this platform is weird as fuck. This platform is cooked. I saw some shit that Digital Override showed me last night that was like from Black Mirror. But this platform is cooked. This platform it needs to be, I don't know, like atom bombed. Like it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. Now I
told the
understand
other
why
people-
people go after you. I 100% understand.
And
This
I
was
told
the
the
stuff you
people
left
there,
out.
can digital override, can I say what happened in the story without names, without anything else? Can I say that, like, the events of what the person did, just so people understand, or use the other one, the other story you told me? If no, that's okay. It's still okay if no. Like, if it might be too identifiable. Yes. I watched a video of someone who was confronted at being a predator in VR chat, who, while during the confrontation, slit both his wrists and had to be taken to the hospital. It was the most haunting fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But it was so surreal because it was VR chat avatars, but you knew, like, you could see the actions, and it was, God damn, dude.
I'm like, if her logic is she's creepy for doing things with me, then she's creepy because she already did things with me, and that's what I told the people there, and they were just like,
She doesn't want to do things with you.
Do things with you. Get over
Yes!
it. And I just
That's the
fucking did
answer
it.
for every single situation you've just described here. They're trying to let you down easy in VR chat, okay? They're trying to let you down easy.
But
And I don't know what's stopping you from seeing that.
but I'm 24. I'm not too young.
That's an excuse.
Ah!
That's an excuse she made up.
But why doesn't she want to do things with me anymore?
Probably because the way you act.
But I wasn't acting bad before that. I was being nice.
Well,
It's like he's not, it's not filtering in. It's not fucking working. It's not clicking.
I don't.
Dude, I just noticed Aster's avatar turned away just with that expression on its face. That's how I feel right now, dude. That's mood.
No, well, maybe I don't know. I haven't been in a relationship with you. I don't know how you act when you're,
Sure.
when you're like that. But something could have
maybe,
happened that she's like, I don't
sorry.
like this guy that way, or maybe this guy's coming on too strong. But she doesn't want to say that to your face, and she says, "Are you
Maybe
too young?"
Why don't people want to say it to my face?
Because people don't want to be mean. People
Yes.
don't want to be mean inherently. It's only on the internet, and in some cases, where being mean is more of the norm.
And then someone did things with me for 3 hours, and I turn around and I'm
Jesus.
blocked on everything when they're the ones that
For-
asked me to get on. They reached out to me.
For 3 fucking hours. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. That's a marathon.
Okay, I don't
And
know.
then-
Actually, I don't know about that case. That's weird.
We didn't even get to a fight or anything.
Was there? I don't know. If was there any like sex acts or something that you requested that maybe she wasn't too into?
I didn't have the right avatars because
This is, so again, he said he didn't know what was wrong. Listen to this is the problem, okay? Prepare. You have a cast iron stomach if you don't laugh at this. Do people
been too
really like
lazy.
fucking like blow up over that? Do people really?
she got angry because the dick on the avatar wouldn't stay still. Kept flopping around, and she got pissed about it. And I guess it was
so
like a
hard.
turn off or something. I don't know. It's just little stuff like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I don't know how I didn't bust out laughing.
Well, I mean, it's making sense now.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
I get so angry with people, and I don't know why. I
Yeah,
do it.
but it's no, because it's all hinged around, again, this relationship thing and this sexual thing and this thing to feel like you don't want to do things alone. It's all
The worst thing has yet to happen.
going back to that. Okay, it's all tied back to that because you feel like you're being deprived of that when someone doesn't want to do that.
I think I was just stunned at the time, and I was really tired.
You feel like you're owed that,
Mm-hmm.
or you feel like you can't function without that. When you can, everyone does. Everyone functions without that.
At this point, I already know he's cooked. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to give some, I don't know, some wisdom or something. I don't know. I knew this guy a while.
You're
This
just
guy a while.
fixated on it. Just like the same way you get fixated on the video.
But unlike Cray and Yeromi, I'm going to hold my friends or people who I thought were my friends to a higher standard than other people. Damn, Rockstar, you got erectile dysfunction in VR chat. Oh my god, that's exactly what.
And you're making it worse for yourself, not anybody else. Like regardless of anybody else, like you're making your own life harder.
But I appreciate you guys for calling me out, because if I'm wrong, I want to be told I'm wrong.
Do you hear that? He appreciates us calling him out. So all of this, we did. It's all this right now. He appreciates it.
I mean, it sounds like people told you.
I have
you're
a feeling
wrong,
he
but you just
doesn't.
didn't listen. I don't know if you'll listen this time or not, but I guess we'll see.
I will.
One of the things that was not captured here was one of the reasons why we were like, I was like, and I talked to people. I was like, I think something's going on. Was because in a group chat, Rockstar said, "Is 17 and 22 really that bad of an age gap?" When through every other interview we had before, he had said it was wrong. He'd never do it again. He understands it was wrong. But then recently, he's like, is it that bad? And that implies like either he never thought it was bad or his mind's changing on it.
I will, because I deeply care about you guys.
Yeah, we need an injection. We need like a DLC Viagra. We need DLC Viagra.
Is there anything you got, Esther?
I've noticed Aster.
What was being said in
Aster been quiet like 30 minutes. I was like, okay, maybe I should let Aster talk.
here earlier before I joined because I heard some like serious shit or something.
Yeah. Do you want to read?
I DM'd the initial story that like Rockstar had just admitted this, but just admitted he ERP'd a 17-year-old, and then I was like, do you want in?
Tell that story?
If you ever works out,
You
it's
thought
longer than
Zexio
4
might have
hours.
that wasn't what Zexio had.
I don't know if it was what Zexio had.
This 2 years ago. He
That's-
kept this a secret.
That was a name of someone who he had mentioned this to, but I do not know if that person has been told the same story I was told. So I don't want to put that person on blast until I talk to that person. So that's the one censor here. It will be removed after I talk to that person.
Because he said it was weird, but it wasn't that bad. But
Emo Fleetway, I want to extend Zexio's sincerest apologies to going after you, because it was all to get Rockstar to respond to him. So says Zexio. He extends his sincerest apologies to you. He tried going after other people in there, and none of them Rockstar responded to until he went after Emo Fleetway. That's why he went after Digital Override. That's why he went after other people. So that explains that. It explains why in the Discord server, while multiple people were, that's why he went after Lucas. And none of them got the response until Emo Fleetway. And then Rockstar started messaging him.
after my ex lied about her age, and then I got dated as a prank.
So
That was
Zexio,
just
sorry.
a heartbreak
Emo
after
Fleetway.
Another. I was convinced nobody my age would love me, and I met someone.
And he couldn't tell me it was fake, that it was nothing. Because I had to be on guard enough to want to push both these people.
who was 17. She was going to be like 18 in a few months. And she was like flirting with me and saying her chest is really
So I kept this story in here again because I wanted to see if it was told differently to Aster.
big and stuff. And at first I acted like I didn't hear it. And then she said all these men were creeping her out and she's lesbian and stuff. And she said I'm the only guy she likes and how she teases these men with a dildo. And then I said, can you show me what that sounds like? And she did. And I drew.
Can you show me what sucking on a dildo sounds like from a 17-year-old dude? Fuck me. Fuck.
Like with a pen, like a dick on myself, and she did it towards me, and I said, I just said, all right, let's go do something, and I regret it a lot.
You regret it, but you
Oh,
justify it.
okay. So,
Aster here summarizes it perfectly.
if I'm getting this straight, you, in a sense, ERP'd with a minor on VR chat.
Again. Okay, so this is
Not
a
again.
little trick. This is a little trick. I said again because I'm not convinced now that the first relationship he had, there was never ERP. And so he says not again, but then listen.
It was just once.
Did I say again?
And then I
What?
say,
Oh, I said again. I thought the original person you dated, there was ERP.
this was not a claim. I said this to see what would happen.
No.
Rockstar just did a weird answer. He did a weird answer. So I don't know. I don't know. The first relationship might have had ERP too.
Oh, you glitched out.
No.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
It's something I'm never doing again, though.
And then I never know, but it's something I'm never doing again. So I think that says yes. I think that's yes. The original one, when I asked all the time, was there ERP or was there text sent or anything? He said no. He said no. So it's a flat out lie.
Okay, but you can say you're never doing it again, but that's something that's been done.
I know. I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want.
Could you imagine we get a call like this with like Random and Yatama going after Gray and like cooking Gray? God, I would have no problem with them. I'd have no problem with them. So I'll be willing to reach out to the first 17-year-old to get the story straight. And he said, oh, you don't want to go to them. They're going to lie a lot. Do you have a screenshot of that? Or do you have them? Do you have, was that a voice call? Was that a voice call? I know you other guys don't record calls. I'm the call recorder. If not, I mean, fuck me.
A bunch of videos on me, a bunch of live streams getting blocked, getting talked about everywhere. And I just, because I know I would see it and look at it and fixate on it and tell it.
I would be based. I would be like, Brandon, Utama, based. Oh, your text. I got all the messages. Let me check. Oh.
Everybody about it and just go crazy about it.
Dude,
What did you think
Aster
about
is
that before.
fucking baller at this shit, dude.
Because I don't know, I just thought like I thought because she was young, maybe she would be like my ex and spend a bunch of time with me. And
That is the most fucked thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I thought they would be like my ex, who was also a minor. That is turbo cooked. Okay. This was the point where I'm like, there's no coming back from this.
And love me.
So you gravitated
You can't hear it, but I was going like, oh my fuck. I was like,
towards another minor
yep.
because they reminded you of your ex.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying not to sound
This
rude,
is insane.
but that's what I'm getting at from here.
I was still attached to my ex because my mind couldn't even like process the fact that everything was a lie. My mind was so confused.
So you go directly to someone. So okay, so this is what doesn't make sense during Pride Month. This is what doesn't make sense. Okay, the ex lies to you and says they're 18. All right, or says whatever, they're the age of consent, right? And you're like, okay, cool. And they're like, whoops, sorry, lied about my age. And then your instinct is to go to someone who, wait, they're also a minor. Like instead of like, oh, there's someone else.
Okay.
Holy
but
fucking shit.
Hmm.
He's calling him poorly to Scott Pilgrim and Mordecai. He kind of is. This, you know what? This kind of is like a Knives Chow situation, but with ERP
Hold on, I'm trying to
and floppy penis.
like articulate my thoughts because it's like 4 in
Yeah, I can
the
help.
morning.
Yeah,
I know,
I'm
and
sorry.
I should have listened to my old friends because my
I
old
love
friends
Bailey's.
said, "Slow down, don't date."
But I thought his old friends and his other group was encouraging him to do stuff. So this is the thing. I'm getting two conflicting stuff. I'm getting two where he told me, dude, I don't think I recorded that call, but I could have sworn he told me that they were like, oh no, this is okay. This is okay.
Anyone right now, slow down.
Hmm?
Everyone
And
was telling me that. They were like, slow down, work on yourself, heal, relax. And I didn't care. I didn't listen.
You told me before though that your ERP. I mentioned this anyway. That your parents, not ERP parents. Jesus fucking Christ. Your VRChat parents were like fucked. What mistake? Tired, windy. ERP parents is crazy, bro. I bet that exists. It's okay to date and wait for someone, but in this case, they were like, no, don't do that.
No, they were like, look, don't do anything else until they turn 18.
Okay, that's completely different than what he said at the beginning. That's completely different.
Block them so nobody finds out and there's not a video on you, as they're telling me.
Yeah, at Emo Fleetway, I made a mistake. I did not mean ERP parents. I did not mean that. I mean that but my words got jumbled up. But I bet that exists. Yeah, Emo Fleetway, I can understand why you would be shaking and upset because you also received hold on. Where's that DM? Can you send me that DM, Emo Fleetway, that Rockstar sent you? Could you send me that DM? Because after when I talked to Rockstar and told him this, I told him this stuff. Bishop, if it exists, yeah. See, yeah, I think it probably does exist. Can you screenshot and send me that? Dude, I'm fucking yawning. Show the DM that Rockstar sent you. Didn't Rockstar send you a DM after the stuff where it's like, oh, you're a pet, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Oh, you know what? Wait, hang on. I think I do have it. 1 second. Yeah. I think I can find it. Pretty sure I can find it. I think I know where to look. Here we go. I got it. Email Fleetway. I got trolled the fuck out. False alarm. LFMAO. No, I couldn't tell if Zexio was trolling or hacked, and everyone started freaking out. Oh yeah, Zexio left Wendy's server. I don't know if you know. Cyber then sent, like, long time, like a day later, hey, I want to know yesterday that I stuck up for you because I saw no proof of you being a pedo. Then today I'm hearing it may or may not be true that you are one. I'm going to tell you this and tell you this once. If I find out you are one after I nearly ruined my reputation all over again to stick up for you and to have your back, we are done and you'll be blocked and never allowed to interact with me again. Very Shiro. Very Shiro of that. I'm not the next Chris Hansen, so I have no interest in making videos on you or anything, but this better not be fucking true or I'm gonna be goddamn pissed. And I have another screenshot. The context on which this was sent over is telling. What a hypocrite. Yo, well, there's a reason why he sent this. Okay, there's a reason. So here's the DM. 6/19, about a week ago, or like 10 days ago, or a little less a week ago. Here, if you want, wait, let's see if the thing can see it. No, they can't. They can't. You can't. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. Fuck. Select thing. Select react. I don't know why I chopped off the bottom. Oh, because the YouTube stuff was chopped off. Yeah. Here, if you want to send this to Zexio, I told Emo off. This was done under the pretense of only what I could assume was to send to Zexio to be like, look, I don't stand with predators, so I'm not one. Why would he blow up Emo and then said, hey, send this to Zexio to like get him off my back? And I think I said that later in the DMs. I'm like, you just went after someone who had similar like allegations to you, who had just the least amount of evidence, and you just fucking went after him. I'm not upset with you, Wendy. You're chill. Oh, I'm upset with fucking this guy. I'm fucking upset for you. I'm fucking upset. Dude, this is fucked. He tried to throw you under the bus to save himself, is what happened. He tried to throw you under the bus to save himself. Yes. He tried to get Emo into deep shit to look better, to be like, look, I can't be a pedophile, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming this part. I can't be a pedophile because I'm going after Emo. Why else would he tell me to send this to Zexio? Why else? This guy's a really bad problem with when he should leave well enough alone, fucking sending another DM that's like a blow up or something. All right, back to the call.
See, I don't know why they would be video brained either.
They were like, you can either wait.
See, the thing, if it's not in VR chat, someone makes an exposed video, Gray makes a video or something about me with like nothing in it. Like, I just don't watch it. I ignore it. Like, I don't know why the video is like the end all be all. He's a fake friend to everyone, but he says he wants to be people's friends. But he wants them to tell him how to get through situations and tell him how to feel better.
Deal with the hate you're gonna get.
I'm glad you're good, Emo Fleetway. My favorite chatter. You know what?
I'm giving you back your wrench, Emo Fleetway. You've earned it.
Or you can cut her
Welcome
off
back to the
now,
mod
you
squad.
can
I mean, the hate
find
is like committed a crime. So like,
yeah.
Yeah, the hate that people are going over
it's not
is because he committed a crime.
a crime in Texas.
well,
Okay,
it's
it's not a crime in
it's-
Texas, but did you
it's
know?
federally.
I think he did, but I told him on live stream, people can go back. Again, I do this stuff in public. People can go back and see those streams that like, hey, yeah, this could have gone another way. If there was credible evidence in those videos, I'd be like, all right, Rockstar, you're cooked. Like,
What state the other minor was from?
I can't
Who
trust
knows
what they said.
Because who knows if the age of consent in their state is 18?
I don't remember where they're from.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's rough. That's rough.
And I told Mansion this. And I think he didn't tell anyone this because
no.
Greg
He clearly
easily
didn't.
used that against me.
He said he was in Texas before, or Gray basically doxed him as well. And Zexio has his address on it because the PayPal transaction.
Or against us.
Yeah. The thing is
I
that
Dude, yeah, Zexio's like, I'm sure Zexio's like, oh yeah, I can't imagine being him right now. Like the fucking the good
you
feeling,
keep,
like the
you tell me
yeah.
still stories about the time, and you're still fixated on like again, like in the Discord where you just brought up like ERP and stuff. Like you're still fixated on this stuff.
This is a case of he was actually in the community Discord. He was in the UHF, which is the ultra ho frequency, which is my Discord, my community Discord. He was in there until he started, when people started talking about weird VR chat stuff, he started talking about like sex clubs and stuff and really weird stuff that did not read the room. It just came out of nowhere. And when I said, hey, don't do that, he got really upset and left the Discord, just left.
So
I'm just bitter.
it's gonna it's the way I'm saying it, the way I'm trying to phrase it, and there's no nicer way to say it, but it's like
Later, Emo Fleetway, 07.
it's a liability. Something is going to happen at some point because you're
No,
not
it
changing trajectory. You're not changing
it's-
trajectory.
It's not happening again.
Well, I don't know that.
And I've been making sure because there's been people
Even then,
that are
still.
like,
Go ahead.
See, this is so weird. I'm making sure because there's been people that have come up that have don't shown me their IDs, and it's like, why are you still going to these places where like you have to see IDs to interact with these people? This is still a recipe for disaster.
there's been people that are like, no, I can't show you my ID. I lost it in the dirt. And I'm like, okay, then I can't. And I even told people, like, even then, I have to get to know you. I have to be safe because if you end up being a kid,
This is crazy.
and everyone that's helping me out right now and trusting me finds out, they're going to think I'm doing
that
on purpose.
should not be the thought process of
Mhm.
oh, if someone finds out, then it's going to
no.
be bad for a whole bunch of stuff. Okay.
Because that's something that my dad told me a while back when I was dealing with the drama in the furry fandom. He said, look, if this guy is going out of his way to help you, do not fuck up again, or
Is there-
he's gonna feel like you wasted his time.
That's why he asked about the waste of his time. No, didn't waste the time. Just fucking drag me through the mud and, you know, still probably did some damage to my reputation. We'll see.
time, but I don't know. It must be a Texan way to phrase that. If there was no blowback on anyone, would you like less likely to check IDs and stuff like that? Would you like if the
no, I'm
world
still
didn't
doing
care?
I'm still doing it.
I'm
The
wondering.
way
Because-
you made it sound was that you're like, oh, instead of doing it for me because I don't want to do it because I don't like minors, it's I have to do it and be extra careful so this doesn't blow up on other people.
No, I don't like minors. I like people in my age range or older. Like,
But you just said
24.
you felt like you didn't think anybody your age could love you because you
Mhm.
like childish things, which is a childish idea in itself.
Which doesn't make any sense. There's plenty of adults that like childish things. Like, that's just a justification.
That was back then.
Wasn't that another thing you got mad about? Tell people to stop being damn lewd on how he talked. I could see why he brings this escapades randomly. Was that another thing he got mad about? What thing are you talking about? Digital override. 17 is not your age range. I'm kidding.
Think that way anymore because that's not the right way to think.
Okay, then why are you still having troubles?
I should have asked why. How did you arrive at that is not the right way to think? What was your thought process to get through there to understand that that was not the right way to think? Thank you, Kaylon.
Now, like what? Because there's still people gunning for you now. Like what really happened with that artist friend?
One of our kept the advice you gave to him. I don't know. I don't know.
Are you sure?
And yes, and I was protective over it.
Rockstar bitch because people said he talked grossly around others. Well, I mean, that's the same. That's the same allegations that like Yeromi and them had.
Because I was emotionally attached to that character.
If I left this call and called her right now, do you think that's what she would tell me?
We were talking about now. I think there's some stuff. So shit, fuck me. Okay, so what we're talking about now is there was a Discord Rockstar was in with someone who was an artist for what was going to be his channel, an artist for his VR chat model. It was this person called Goblin. Okay, and this person Goblin is a little strange, but they seemed all right, all nice, but they kicked him out of the server, and then they messaged me and said, "Hey, I just want you to know what happened because Rockstar's probably going to come to you." And so I had a call with them, and I recorded that call. I'm not going to release that call, where they talked about how Rockstar had a kind of lewd profile picture with Bowsette, and in that server that he was in, there were minors. And a minor called him out and said, "Hey, that's kind of a lewd profile picture where it looks like her tits are hanging out." And Rockstar got really upset, really angry, really aggressive, and was starting to fight him. Like Goblin on Discord, yes, and was upset and fighting them until the point that Goblin had to remove him. And they sent me the logs basically of what they were removed. And there was also a point that like his profile picture was AI, but it's like, yeah, it's kind of less in, I could understand why an artist would be upset by that, but I'm less interested in that, more interested in like him fighting with a minor. And they told me this, and were just wanting to let me know. And so I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get Rockstar blowing up, and I'm wondering how he's going to tell the story. Okay, I wonder how he's going to tell the story. I wait for I'll explain it. That's all you need the background now. I'll go through it.
I just was being selfish.
Well, I don't have to do that because she already called me and talked to me.
What'd she
and
say?
you sat on it for 3 days. You didn't say anything about being kicked out or that for 3 days. Okay.
Sat on what?
That you were kicked out for that stuff, for the Bowsette stuff.
Yeah,
and that there's minors in that Discord, and that you were arguing with a minor in there.
Wait, slow down. I did not know there was minors in there.
He didn't even bother to check.
Yeah, I think it's a they made it sound like it's an all ages server. And that's specifically why they were upset, was that you were arguing with a minor.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought that was
Exactly,
one of her
past
buddies,
Wendy.
like close friends.
Well,
I
it
didn't know
might
that.
have been, but it's or someone they feel close to, but that's what I was told anyway. I don't necessarily believe everything they say, but
Why is everybody a minor?
it's, yeah, it's interesting. It's you keep
Yeah.
because you're going to those spaces instead of adults.
Very good question, Rockstar. Why do you keep running into minors? Why? 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 Who's Dark Wolf Gamer 90? He's this fucking artard that's like watched the stream a couple days ago, where I got told about how the satanic cult and the Hell's Angels are teaming together to frame them for evidence, and also how there's actually the Nine Angels, which is a worse organization, and how there's also the Dark Angels, which are the worst. And so that's a funny stream.
Cases.
I got invited to the.
Because I don't run into minors. Period. Okay. I don't think I think the closest was Lucas when he was in chat and he was 17, about to turn 18.
Yes, Lucas was like the youngest person that I interacted with. And they were 17. It was like only in public, and only when they turned 18 were they allowed to actually get into the server. Gay. What's gay? That I don't interact with minors?
That was the earliest person I've ever met on the
See, I'm extrapolating. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know.
I thought you had to go somewhere, Zexio.
That moment, and I had to defend
Ooh,
myself.
interesting.
Yeah, you talked about that before, where you're like, there's this idea of like you have to defend yourself always.
Hate me.
Yeah. Well, you don't always have to defend yourself. Well, no, what? Wait, hang on. I'm talking about the defend yourself stuff. What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you guys hate me? Am I going to be blocked after this?
See, like, kind of like
really
feel sorry for me.
And upset that you lied to me, and yeah, now it's making sense. The last puzzle piece. I'm not going to block you, but this is not good.
I'm not going to
This
talk
is
to
not
you.
good. Okay. Just
Or,
letting you know.
I mean, you can talk to me.
I was
But
being selfish and not.
I'm not saying I'm going to make a live stream or I'm going to blow you up or anything like that, but
I know.
I'm saying this is not good.
at the time, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna probably pass this or check reference. This was like the Zexios is what you had. But then again, like I realized, like I'm the one who defended him. I have to swing the sword.
Just terrified of people attacking me again.
Well,
Okay, so that doesn't make sense. Terrified of people attacking him again, and got into chat in his live stream that were cooking him. If he's scared, if he's scared of being attacked again, why the fuck would he get into this live stream? Just use my new PC setup. Yes, we're on it now. That's why I'm so fluid. And that's why the game looks super HD. It's not dual PC setup. It will be come Monday, once I figure it out.
you kind of you don't seem to mind when you're attacking other people.
Yes.
I know. I scared the shit out of Yeromi. I'm gonna be honest.
He says that with pride.
How so? Wait, what?
After he was just talking about, I don't want to be attacked again.
Because like the community posts every day and getting.
Well, I mean, she made a video about, and tried to do her best shot, but
Attempt Sexio with OK bet. Yeah. Very good point.
Am I a bad friend?
Because here's the thing,
Why do you
is what I
think
think, is he does this. This is the tool, okay? As he does this, he pretends to be hurt. He pretends to be, I don't want to do this. And when that doesn't work, he gets aggressive.
Because I waited so long to tell you guys all this.
Well,
He's
you don't
talking
wanna
to his VR
necessarily
chat
tell
therapist,
people
dude. Dude, Zexio, you could have got a lot more money for those dark web tools. you could have got a lot more
for a spooky season that's coming up this year? I don't know. I didn't really think about it. That seems so far off. But I guess it's not that far off. I don't know. Maybe I'll hear some ideas. Maybe play scary games or something. Maybe react to Jacksepticeye watching horror short films. No, I'm kidding.
First thing, because that's again the thing. But
Yeah, dude, of all the people to fight in chat, Zexio was not the one, dude. You picked again, he always seems to pick the worst option of any situation. Sorry if it's true, but he should seek real life professional therapy instead of video chat. That he's going to that now, but they're telling him things he doesn't want to hear. Like he needs to be more self-sufficient and he needs to stop doing VR so much. He doesn't like that. Doesn't that sound like you should stop talking to minors online? And I'm not saying that's the same thing. I'm not saying, oh, they're talking for the minors online. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for. I'm sure the two charities really benefited from. You know, that's good. He did good work. Rockstar did charity work. You know, yeah. Oh well, I mean, he paid for dark web tools, but you did charity work.
when we're asking and talking about it like before and talking about this stuff, or I'm talking to you originally, if you don't want to say it on live stream, you could have pulled me aside, especially with the investigation part.
When I was sticking my neck out for him. When I was sticking my neck out for him.
Like meeting people on the side of the street, don't just randomly tell people.
I was afraid.
And I did say that, like, don't randomly tell people, like keep. I'm not saying keep secret the thing that you did with a 17-year-old. I'm saying this is more in regards to him always walking up and saying, "Hey, I'm Rockstar. There's a video that Sileskios made about me." Imagine paying for tools that doesn't exist. Imagine like maybe just Googling first to see if those tools exist. Like, all right, I'm coming down. Good job, you hopefully way. Welcome back. There's not gonna agree with you. No, they're not. You are supposed to. And it sounded like from this is that he's not using the time to talk about the things that actually bother him. The therapist can only work with what you give them. Okay. Yeah, easier to pay $60 to the powerful Zexio.
Understand that if you did it then, there probably wouldn't have been going crazy. But because of the choices you made to get now, it's worse now.
So
you're making
similar to like Noah, like Rockstar's trying to drag people down with him now. He's trying to drag me and Aster and other people down with him. I don't think it's going to affect Aster because I mean Aster did not defend. He was on live stream. I was the one who did the live streams defending him because I thought they were false allegations. And if all the evidence was the evidence in those Yeromi videos, yeah, he's weird. Yeah, he's kind of a sex pest, but he wasn't a predator. Well, changed my mind on that now, didn't I?
Your fear reality by trying to avoid your fear. Sorry.
It's like Shira can handle it and Gray can handle it. I can't handle it.
What do you mean Gray can handle it?
That's the most ridiculous thing he said.
Melting down 24/7.
Gray's not been handling shit. I'm gonna
Gray can't handle it. Go.
But like, actually, now that I'm like here, you're bringing up like asking. I'm actually going to ask something that I've been meaning to ask, and I know
I'll explain this when we get to it.
Yes.
So remember the purple account that was brought up in the group chat that
Purple.
That purple account that's
No,
now
that wasn't
saying.
me. No, that
Jump to it right away. That wasn't me. So. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. I passed Wendy. Okay. I have the same idea. So basically what happened is this purple account, or what we called the purple account. This account came up on YouTube that the only post it made, hey, Uni, I have information on false and I need to tell it to you. False was a really, really old name for Aster. And when we found it,
We were like, that's kind of strange. And then as soon as it was brought up in a group chat, hey, look at this strange account, the account vanished. The account completely nuked. So it was either as a crazy coincidence or someone in that group chat was the one running the account or knew the person running the account.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, like, I'm not saying it was you, but
Went to the Noah
fact
route.
that,
Yeah.
like, deactivated as soon as we started talking about it in the group
Mhm.
chat. Like,
Very weird.
raises red flags for me. I'm like,
No,
Totally
no.
someone.
The purple account is just a
Okay.
code name we gave to an account with like a string of names that the only post was like flagging gray. Woody's a cute femboy. I'm not. I'm like, okay, I might be gay, but I'm not a femboy. I'm definitely not a femboy.
Well, you're acidic or
Yeah, that
I'm
or
a
it's just
grizzled
crazy
detective,
random
dude.
happenstance, which rarely happens.
I genuinely don't know because I'm locked out of my alt.
Which is very interesting. I wonder why.
Which is Pizza Steve. No, that,
Is that your YouTube alt or is that your
um,
Discord alt?
it's
Oh,
my
sorry.
it was my Discord and YouTube alt, but
How'd you
I
get
will
locked out of
admit
it again?
I
Okay.
deleted the email, I think, but I will admit
Why?
I was being very selfish in the Discord server with Goblin where they were like, hey, you should probably change your profile picture because we're artists and it's AI, and I was just like, no, I'll do whatever I want. This is who I am, and
I think that was Rockstar getting a call on the phone or someone getting a call. It wasn't me. You fool, I have 70 alter accounts. You fool, I'm behind 7 proxies. I see that you're a femboy and a super dark web hacker tools. That's true. Okay. Oh, the twist. We find out here on the Windy live stream. The money to go to the dark web tools did not go. It went to me. It went to finding out the pictures of me.
I should have
There's space. They can. Yeah.
Heard ice cream music. That's kind of what it
just said,
sounded like.
all right, I'll change it because we're friends.
Oh, I guess that might have been an ice cream truck passing.
I felt like in that moment they were trying to change who I am, so I got
Yeah,
defensive.
that's what
Very
you were talking
interesting
about too. Why are
thing.
you so worried about people changing who you are?
I'm not sure.
This is something that you talk to your therapist.
I don't know. No one said, but have you noticed the hat? Rock, and there's a star and an X through it. I thought it was clever.
About not fight them or think that you need another one because they're telling you you probably should start being more self-sufficient. You need to talk about this stuff.
Well, my therapist was saying I should focus on getting my.
You drive the
Life.
conversation in therapy.
I was going to cut all this stuff, but then I was like, no, then people are just gonna be like, oh, it was cut, and then like, fuck it, just I'm
You
releasing
decide
all
what
of
you
it.
want to talk
Fuck
about
it.
for that hour. This is
Yeah,
the
but
stuff you should talk about.
She was just saying I should focus on getting my license and getting my own apartment
I understand that. Yeah, that's
That-
good to have goals. Yes,
instead of the
it's
VR
good.
stuff.
I'm being
Yes, it's good
very,
to have long-term goals. Yes.
I'm being very like, oh yes, it's good to have goals. It was $100. Yeah, I think it was $60 and then $40. Yeah,
You need to stop doing the VR stuff because it's
which is less than the 200 this guy, the therapy guy, got for every month. So, ooh, could have made more. Thanks you.
only going to make things worse and it's only going to blow up in your face again. It's just a ticking time bomb. It's a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Because
that
like I
not
said, to you, I don't think Esther was here at that point, where I'm like, based on the point of AI now, you cannot trust anyone ever on VR chat. They could make a fake ID and then be like, oh, gotcha. Actually, I was a minor. Boom. You don't know. In the real world, that doesn't happen. Okay.
And then
In real
you
life, you
guys-
never end up sleeping with someone and you're like, oh, wow, I guess you're 16. Like, that doesn't happen. I guess maybe it does happen sometimes, but
I've heard stories
doesn't
of it
happen a lot.
happening, but I'm like, how does people make that mistake? They must be really fucking drunk and
Yeah.
guess fuck them. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, but it's your actions around it that's making what you're worried about actually happen. You're self-fulfilling
I mean,
prophecy.
this is it blowing up in his
I need to
face.
stop worrying about these things. They're
Well,
out
you
of
need
my
to
control.
worry. You need to work on other things instead of trying to disengage. Stop worrying. You need to I need to improve an X. I need to, I don't know, do this. I need to go to the gym. Something, anything.
I don't know. I'm giving life advice at this point. I don't. I'm tired.
It's not VR chat and relationships because there's gonna be times when you're alone, and you have to be okay
Yes.
with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you
The,
guys?
the gray $3
Another
incident
question.
was worse. Gray couldn't even get $3, bro. Oh my god.
Are you guys gonna go after me or anything?
Bring it to his face. No, don't go engage in DMs. He's cooked. Okay, in the court of public opinion, this is it. This is it. That's why this is called the Rockstar stream.
Not directly, but I don't think with this that you should appear on live streams going forward. I think that's a fair
Mhm.
a fair compromise.
What
You
if
got
I wake up
$1,000,
and-
but
from
you
the
need $3.
chat.
Oh my god,
What?
you're right.
What if I wake up and I'm blocked by everyone?
Why are you thinking in hypotheticals? I already said I wouldn't.
Put her on your street. Put everything.
know.
You're a
Just scared of that.
chomo,
Yeah. What is it about that scares you?
dude. You have to listen to Sexio now. Okay, like that's serious.
I really care about you guys, and I don't want to lose you guys.
Well,
Well, if you did lose
shouldn't have
us, it would
lied
be
to
again
us.
You're doing. You did it.
Again, I didn't want to like blow up and say I'm done. Bye. I didn't want to do a Shadina because, you know, he's gonna nuke his channel. Yes, he's going 100%. He's going to run. He's going to delete Discord. He's going to delete those stuff and vanish.
So I think you needed to take more. Here's the word. Here's the fucking word. Convoy word. Accountability. You need to understand
Oh,
your part, what your actions, the weight of your actions in all of this. Okay. That you were not just someone that this happened to.
VR Miriam. I don't know.
Like you kinda
Don't make
portrayed in
me
the beginning.
don't make me bury a a fucking guy who ERP with a 17-year-old. No.
Beginning.
So I'm
So-
not. You guys are saying I'm not like a predator. I'm just someone who gets angry.
I
at
think
people.
you're
Why would he interpret that? Not a predator, someone who gets angry. No, what you did was 100% predatory. I don't know if it's distinctly pedophilia, but it's predatory. It's
I don't
being
know why
predator.
you're trying to reinterpret our words. I'm like Zexio thinks you're a sex pest. I think it's
He's right.
predatory what you did. I think it's predatory what you did, especially when you mentioned that it's because they reminded you of your ex. Like
That is just fucked.
That's really
No.
bad.
Oh,
I think it's predatory what you did.
that's true. You don't need
um,
VR to play VR chat.
But ultimately, I'm not convinced that this won't happen again. I'm not convinced, basically.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
It won't
I don't know if
happen
he's gonna
again,
learn from
but
this.
What about US or what are your moves from this?
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a sex pest because
Well, that's okay. I mean, people can have other opinions of you.
Hmm.
Right.
I wouldn't think I'm a sex
I
pest.
mean, I
but-
don't know. My brain's trying to go to.
Yeah, it's late as
comprehend.
fuck. How late is it fucking here? I was up doing my thing. Oh yeah, it's like
Or
2.
fucking.
Yeah,
my
sorry.
friends are helping me relax after this.
Okay, well, that sounds good. But I do appreciate you telling us, even though it was very, very late
Yeah, I mean, thanks for telling us now.
in the game. Like, it would have been a lot worse hearing it from someone else. Like the felony stuff, which we did have to hear from someone else.
Are we still friends and everything?
Oh. Oof. The silence.
I'd say I don't know why you're focused on the thing of that, but
Try not to
I'd
answer
say
the question.
friendly. I'd say I'm
'Cause I don't think he sees that I'm like completely deflecting.
cautious is how I would phrase it. I'm cautious of you now because you lied. Okay. And normally I just flip someone around and be like, okay, you lied, cooked. Okay. So kind of going out on a limb, but being just cautious.
Mm.
I do want to see you improve. I think you can. I think you should.
That's true. I mean, I don't
So
want him to get into these situations again.
they
When he
should
broke
let
up with Foxstar and VC. Yeah, this is the
I think
breakup
I should
call.
improve too, but
Yeah, well, yeah.
yeah, I used to be a sex pest on here,
Yeah.
but I calmed down.
I didn't feel like pressing it more at
Yeah.
this point. I was like, we've got everything. Like, we're good.
What's like a sex pest exactly? Like, what do you
It's
mean?
We're
like
good.
it's like a sex pest is like someone that's like sex crazy, kind of like not sexual assaulty, but like close, like kind of skeevy, I guess. I don't. You know, I can actually even fucking know.
Mm. Google
Pause
the
for
term
now.
sex pest. Let's go.
What do you
It's the
mean, like
debate
wanting
tactic.
to do it all the time?
Yeah,
Kind of.
and doing skeevy. Fuck,
I used
dude.
to
CV
like
stuff like saying, why wouldn't you do something? Why would you do something with me? Why did you do, why, you know, why? But basically what he said, dude, my fucking brain is cooked. Why would you say you didn't want to do anything, but then do something with someone else? What the fuck is a sex pest? You've never heard of that? It's a British term. I hear it a lot for like, for some reason Minecraft too was as if he called himself a sex pest and said, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, okay. Then why did you say you?
Dude's allergic to
weren't?
Google.
It's a
To them.
formal British term. So yeah, it's
Oh.
for like relationship.
Ooh, this is a good disc.
People who guilt trip for intimacy, unwanted sexual
Good girl.
advances. Well, I mean,
That
you
sounds like
kinda
it.
were like the person
Oh,
wouldn't
it's
do
fine.
that. You were like kind of guilt tripping them. Why wouldn't you do it with me? You
Yep.
know? So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it makes sense why people were upset with you and why it wasn't you just blowing up, getting angry. Well, we'll talk.
I won't be going to those anymore.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk more. I assume later. some other
Okay.
time.
So that's the end of the Rockstar
Alright,
portion. I keep in a little bit of me and Aster talking with each other, kind of like commingling afterwards. The only part I do cut out is us then like start talking about like politics and other stuff to try to like lighten the mood, like just junk stuff.
You guys,
But I kept it on the Rockstar.
Okay. All right.
thank you.
Yep. Have a good night.
He thanks us, dude. Oh my god.
Well, that was interesting.
I'm so gay yapping for this shit. Oh my god.
What do you mean gay hopping for this shit?
Okay, I'm gonna be for real.
Oh.
I only really added him back just to like get both sides of his situation specific.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
And I
Yeah.
think I swayed a little too much on his side too because of how bad. Like Yeromi's video did the opposite of what it should have done. Yeromi's video was so bad, it made me think like, oh yeah, it's completely wrong. So this guy's.
I agree, Mo Fleetway. Sexy profile pictures are cringe. You shouldn't need to have a sexy profile picture to like, I don't know, to advertise that. I don't know, what does it say? That you're cool.
The right. And I mean, I don't know, based on the story it was told, where it happened once and it was a 16-year-old, or they lied about their age. It's like, well, this is tough racket. But this new case, he knew they were a 17-year-old. Still did it.
Mm.
This new case is way, way worse.
Yeah.
I
like,
don't think this is what Zexio had though.
I don't know.
I feel like Zexio has something.
Good night,
else
Zexio.
I feel like Zexio might be dicking her. I don't know. I still.
That's his magic, dude. You never know.
I don't know.
Just the way he purposefully led Rockstar into being like, I am going to go get illegal tools from the dark web. Will you pay me for those illegal? Like, you know, like it's so obvious for anyone else looking at it that like this is, you know,
Yeah,
it's trying to lead
like-
you into that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, this is not what I expected it to get, like, after several months of gay hopping, but it's
yeah,
something Yeromi was actually missing from the videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real
Either
evidence. A
or
confession.
admittance, as this
yeah,
goes.
exactly. Yeah. And like I think I said before, it's like that doesn't make Yeromi's video good. It just so happens that she was right, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, this is why
She just lucked out.
Like, this is why I like retain a neutral standpoint on the Yeromi videos in general.
Mhm.
It's
I
just
hate
like
him.
some things.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think she just got lucky
There's commentary. I hated them. They were so bad.
because the videos themselves are so bad. Just the framing
No,
of them
pass
is
Wendy.
malicious. Her saying she's a victim, and then an hour in saying, "Oh, but I was always in 19," even though they described
Yeah.
everyone else were minors. Like it was malicious framing is what hurt the video more. But yeah, she just happened to be right.
Anyone that wasn't stupid could see that.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
still doesn't excuse her from helping out another child predator.
No. For Gray.
No, not even a little bit. Like, there's no team sports for child predators. There's no my child predator beats up your child predator. Yeah. Well,
My child predator, like Pokemon. My child
yeah,
predator.
exactly. It's like my dad beats up your dad. It's like my.
That's the call, ladies and gentlemen. That's the call. You know what? At this